Good morning, everyone. I'm Kristy Hawkins, one of the co-founders and chief scientific officer at Antheia. I lead all of our R&D teams, which engineer highly complex organisms for the production of pharmaceutical products. I'm excited to be back at SynBioBeta today to tell you more about our progress and specifically how we've translated our technology all the way to commercial scale. It's estimated that over 2 billion people worldwide lack access to basic medicines. This health inequity is driven by a couple of key factors. First, global supply chains for pharmaceuticals have evolved into a really complex global industry to optimize cost and volumes with almost no domestic production and about 90% of the most critical ingredients being sourced from only 2 countries. Second, over 40% of critical pharmaceutical ingredients, including key starting materials, or KSMs, and active pharmaceutical ingredients, or APIs, are currently sourced directly from nature, with supply chains that still rely on agricultural cultivation. This leaves them susceptible to several variables, such as climate crises, farming practices, and even geopolitical issues. These supply chains are very vulnerable, and any disruption can lead to catastrophic events causing drug shortages that can last years. Whether it's antibiotics, chemotherapeutics, or essential pain medicines, these pharmaceutical supply chains have struggled to keep up with demand. This is especially apparent in times of public health emergencies experienced during the recent pandemic. On the screen here are just a few articles that highlight the urgency of this problem. Drug shortages are just one of the issues that Antheia's technology is poised to address. Our mission is to transform pharmaceutical supply chains to be more efficient, resilient, and agile, because we believe everyone deserves access to medicines, and synthetic biology is just one of the technologies that can help to enable this. At Antheia, we've developed complex processes and highly engineered strains to produce complex natural products all the way from sugar and access molecules that were currently only available through agricultural cultivation. We've done this by combining over 30 different heterologous enzymes and genetic modifications into a single yeast strain to feed sugar and make the active pharmaceutical ingredient. This, combined with other technological advances in the industry, has greatly expanded the variety of compounds that can be produced using fermentation. We can also go beyond what the cells are naturally able to produce by discovering and developing novel enzymatic activities to make semi-synthetic APIs directly through fermentation. At Antheia, we have an active pipeline of over 70 different KSMs and APIs, and we also estimate that over 50% of FDA essential medicines can be produced using similar biomanufacturing technology. We have a variety of products that can treat a lot of different therapeutic areas, including neurology, gastrointestinal, oncology, and anti-infectives, with an emphasis on drugs that have been on the essential medicines list by the FDA and WHO, as well as drugs that have recently been in shortage. So how have we scaled this technology? It all starts with a close collaboration between our biology and fermentation teams to make sure that we have a robust process that can translate all the way from our benchtop reactors to pilot scale and ultimately over 100,000-liter commercial scale, which we've done successfully over the past year. You also need to develop a scalable and cost-effective downstream process to purify the final product from the fermentation broth with the types of high purities required for pharmaceutical applications. We also work closely with our manufacturing team to identify CMOs and minimize the CapEx investments that are required for production. Over the past year, we've successfully scaled our first product and have a validated process that runs at over 100,000 liters. We're also in a position to be shipping orders to our first customers by the end of 2024. In parallel, we also have our second product, which is ready for transition to commercial manufacturing, as well as an active pipeline of molecules that are ready for piloting later this year. Synthetic biology offers many advantages to pharmaceutical supply chains. Comparing to processes that still rely on farming and normally take up to 2 years for production, synthetic biology is able to produce medicines on demand with a timeline of 1 or 2 weeks, representing over a 50x reduction in production timelines. We also know we need to be cost competitive, especially for generic markets, and our technology is able to implement a 2 to 20x reduction in cost. We also want to minimize our environmental footprint and this technology is able to reduce arable land usage by over 10,000x. So at Antheia, we've worked hard over the past few years to develop our highly engineered strains and bioprocesses to make complex pharmaceuticals at commercial scale, because we believe everyone deserves access to medicines. If you'd like to hear more about how Antheia is transforming our pharmaceutical supply chains, please visit our booth or our website at antheia.bio. Thank you.